Who? 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 While I work on my big video talking about 3 underrated slice of life shows, 2 that didn't make it past 13 episodes, and 1 that even after lasting 4 seasons, but I didn't hear it being talked about much. But in the meantime, I want to talk about the first episode of the other Adult Swim classic, The Oblongs, Season 1, Episode 1, Misfit Love, where we're introduced to the Oblong fam and the main character Milo, voiced by Pamela Adlon. Yes, that Pamela Adlon. I talk more about the cast and the voices in the big video coming up, but I do want to add something here that I'll leave out there. For the longest time, I thought Pamela Adlon was the voice of Adam Lion from My Gym Partner Was a Monkey, but it actually is actress Nika Futterman, a voice legend in her own right. But back to the Oblongs, Season 1, Episode 1, Misfit Love. We see what will become the intro to the series with a flush of the toilet that travels down to the lovely wastelands of the valley, where we're introduced to the Oblong's parents, Bob and Pickles. And it's a good thing she didn't set the house on fire with that lit cigarette. And the way Bob reacts to this means that she's passed out like that before. But the series will bring up Pickles and her dangerous drinking later on. Right now, we got a fam to introduce. We're introduced to the conjoined twins, Biff and Chip. And I would have gone without having to see the tri-cheeks of the twins. But that's why I got the hoot sensors. We also see the adorable tiny Beth, who Pickles almost set on fire with her juice. Seriously, that little Amazons episode can't come fast enough, which I'll be briefly discussing in the video coming up soon. Now, there's just one more oblong to introduce, and that's Milo, just having a nice sawing before bed, as we find out that he doesn't want to go to a special school for the pathologically high-spirited, which is a nice way of saying it's a school for crazy people, and he's the normal one. That doesn't mean he isn't a few hoots short of an owlery. It's just he isn't that far off from his friends that attend normal school or just Hill Valley Public School and not the Granville School of Special Youths, where it looks like Mrs. Butterbean's mom is teaching. Just a reminder of the baddie that is Mrs. Butterbean. You're welcome. But she won't be appearing in future episodes. I mean, if she can survive being mauled by a pack of crazy kids. Nah, she's fine. But now I think it's time to head to Bob and see how his job is at Globicide, home of the best pesticides, deflorants, and infant formulas in all of Hill Valley. Globicide. The glow means it's working. I mean, it's a weird combo to have deadly chems in the same place as a baby formula manufacturer, but if it works. Bob's manager, Mr. Clymer, basically the main antagonist and father of the bullies of the series, is mad that Bob is constantly having to file medical claims and tells him that if he makes one more claim, he's off the company plan. Okay, so I would understand where George Clymer is coming from, but like Bob said, not everyone can live lavishly in the heavens of the hills. But then again, what do you expect? Also, I really doubt you can afford it. I mean, the rich get richer. But then again, that might mean because they don't put any money into helping those below them, aka the valley people, but also there has to be a middle-class area living in Hill Valley, right? Like it ain't just be the hills and then the massive fall to Mad Max land. There has to be a middle ground. Maybe call it Middletown or whatever. At least I'm giving a hoot about the middle class that are living within their means. and are left out. It's a good thing we Hoots live out in space. You can't put the Parliament of Hoots in a social class. Bob lets them know to tighten their belts and tells them that they can't get hurt, and Milo offers to go to public school, claiming he's cured of all but his ADD. Aw, what a precious spirit that can't keep his attention. He really reminds me of Party Hoot. Milo hangs out with his friends in their cool little clubhouse as he's mad that he was so close to getting into normal school when Helga tells him that she's gonna arrange a little accident so he can go to public school, and her plans don't go as planned. Wow, you only tried twice, and you shocked yourself twice when you tried eating Milo's sandwich that he threw on the live wire you set up for him. How does that work? You set a trap with $1 on it, so when he took the $1 and dropped the sandwich on it, you should have known, oh, maybe I should make sure the wire is not inside the sandwich before eating, or when you get zapped, don't go for another bite. Now, how will Milo get into normal classes? Well, of course, we should have waited for Pickles to inevitably cause an accident with her reckless driving, causing Biff and Chip to be sent to the ER. Well, Chip at least. And thus goes the medical insurance, and Milo starts into public school. Okay, to be fair, Pickles does seem upset about what happened, so she's not a careless monster. But she still is a mess of a bald drunk with a smoking habit that could choke out a chimney. Heck, the cat smokes too. I didn't mention that. I guess it's a better time as any to throw it in there. The point is, now Milo can go to normal school. And let me say this, Milo, welcome to hell. No Jaw Peggy Weggy gives him the rundown of the hierarchy of the school, and we're also introduced to the Debbies, which they are in fact not related. But in fact, each Debbie is a daughter of a wealthy hill resident, but not related. Technically, there are 7 of them, but in the aforementioned Little Amazons episode, one of them is eaten by a bear, and in Father of the Bride, one is hit by a car. All but one are stuck-up snobs. The one that isn't only became nice after she was disfigured by an accident involving the Hill Valley FFA and their wood chipper during the running for class president. And after faking her death, she was forced to live with the Oblongs, and she learned that, maybe the Valley people are just like you, people. Anyways, Milo sees someone drive up in a little futuristic car, and he falls head over heels in love with Yvette, who is a Debbie. But yeah, I don't think I need to tell you what she really is. But for those that aren't familiar with the series, yes, I'm referring to you, weirdos. So I'll get there when it's revealed. Just as he's about to introduce himself to Yvette, 2 bullies stop him, telling him that they don't like Valley geeks sniffing around their women, and shoves him, causing books to fall on Flabby Bun's Mickey Butts. Poor Mickey Butts. I want to talk about the Hill Jock's statement about Valley geeks sniffing around their women. Like you fake jock itch mannequins have some claim on the ladies in the hills. It really makes me think that there's some dark inbreeding that takes place to keep the hills pure. Some real hills have eyes wide shut kind of thing, if it makes sense. But again, I wonder if the people that live in middle class or Middletown, yes, I'm calling the middle part of Hill Valley Middletown, are like that. Meanwhile, Bob is a nervous wreck about not having insurance, So when some big slob makes a move on Pickles, he flakes and does nothing, even being thrown out by angry little people. But after seeing Milo fighting for Yvette, he gets the courage to fight for his Pickles! His wife, not the food. Now with the B-plot out of the way, we can focus on the Misfit love story of Milo and Yvette. But how can he get her alone to talk to her? Why, with the help of his mom Pickles, who throws out a Debbie license plate as bait to give Milo a moment alone with Yvette, but she suddenly snatches him up and takes him with her car taking flight, as it's revealed that she's in fact an alien. Did I really think no one would notice how she looks almost identical to what everyone thinks an alien would look like? She's living in the Invader Zim starter pack. Her house is a literal flying saucer. I wonder why she wanted to experiment on Milo. Milo heads home after I don't know what, and the bullies chase him down and beat him up, but he'll take 1,000 beatings for her.
Long as they lay off my face, that's my meal ticket.
What a true romantic. I feel for Milo, going for someone that he knows is out of his league and his solar system. Get it? She's an alien. I've never been in love with an alien, or anyone for that matter. But anyways, Milo wants to tell Yvette how he feels so bad, but he's not supposed to see her, to which Helga suggests that he writes her a letter, and that she can infiltrate their tea party to give Yvette the letter, which it actually works. But she completely ignores her objective, now living the dream of being a Debbie, and then tea cakes are brought in, and well...
She's not a Debbie!
Well, great job, Helga, you blew it. And now the bullies know that Milo wanted to see Yvette. Milo runs to tell her how he feels, and also tries to get one from a hologram. Wow, Milo, you really tried to grab some hollow biddies? Shame. And pointless. Seeing that the bullies arrive to burn down his clubhouse, but just as they're about to set it ablaze, Mikey soaks them, sending them running for the hills, only for Susie to set the clubhouse on fire.
I have a problem.
That you do, creepy Susie. That you do. But that's what makes you awesome. And creepy. But awesomely creepy. Yvette thinks that Milo was in the clubhouse when it burnt down and calls the mothership for a ride, and ends up getting blown up just in time for Milo to return and see it happen, leaving him heartbroken with nothing to do but poke her ashes with a stick before scattering them over the rose garden. But the surge of electricity that danced across means, I don't know, she's the electricity. Anywho, she's dead. And that was Oblongs Season 1, Episode 1, Misfit Love. What'd you think? Let me know what you thought of the episode and the review in the comments. As always, you Hooties' feedback and opinions mean a lot, and I can't thank you all enough for all of your support, old and new Hooties. Don't forget to like the video, share with your fam and cheese. If you're new to the channel, subscribe today and join the Parliament of Hoots. And stay tuned for my much bigger video about 3 underrated slice of life shows. Until then, I'll see you when you visit the Owlery again, and I give my hoot in the dark. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, share with your fams, and hype, if that's even a thing that's possible for my videos. I don't know what that's about. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe today and join the Parliament of Hoots. Don't forget to check out my other social medias like Twitter and Instagram and even Twitch, even though I'm hardly ever on there anymore, and my PlayStation Network account. Also, check out those videos down there. It'll take you to more of my content. And until then, I'll see you when you visit the Owlery again, and I give my hoot in the dark.